Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Promoter Oscar de la Hoya took to social media to call for Gervonta Davis vs Shakur Stevenson fight next. Some fans believe this is a signal that De La Hoya is planning on signing that talented WBC lightweight champion Shakur to his Golden Boy Promotions stable. Assuming Shakur signs with De La Hoya next, it's a tall order for a fight to be made with a PBC managed Tank Davis. I want to see Shakur vs Gervonta next, said De La Hoya, talking about a fight he wants to have next after Gervonta Davis fights in June and the Shakur Stevenson battles wherever in July. The challenge of making a real fight, the Baltimore native Gervonta Davis, has been pretty well protected throughout his 11-year professional career, matched against mostly mid-level top 10 contenders and kept away from the elite guys. Davis will be turned 13 in November, and it does not seem realistic that he or his management will suddenly change their matchmaking to face a talented phenom like Shakur. Shakur's free agency time for an upgrade. Stevenson, a former 3-division world champion and 2016 Olympic silver medalist, will be a free agent after his July 6th title defense in Newark, New Jersey. Shakur's contract with Top Rank expires with his fight in July, and it's believed he will be moving on, looking to expand his horizons with another promoter. Golden Boy Promotions would be ideal for Stevenson, placing him on the zone and opening up the possibilities to face De La Hoya's and Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing stable fighters. Potential matchups if Shakur signs: Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Sabriel Matias, Liam Perro, Richardson Hitchens, Jose Ramirez, Arnold Barboza Jr., Jaron Boots Ennis, Regis Prograis, Dalton Smith. If Shakur Stevenson wants to expand his options, he would vacate his WBC 135-pound title and move up to 140. Staying at lightweight is a serious move, and because once he leaves Top Rank, it's unlikely he will have the opportunity to fight guys like Emmanuel Navarrete and Abdullah Mazon. Even with Top Rank now, he is not getting those fights. It won't get better once Shakur leaves. Gervonta dismisses Shakur Stevenson as a top fighter. One fight that fans crave is the one between Gervonta and Shakur Stevenson, but their rivalry could not be settled in the ring. However, it was channeled on social media in fresh set of back and forth between them that is soon turning ugly. It all started when Shakur Stevenson counted himself and Gervonta as the top two fighters in the 135 pounds weight division. He nudged his counterpart as to why the two of them could not fight this year, aligning with fans who've been seeking the matchup for a while now. While he outlined that he was everything that Shakur was looking for in an opponent, they later gave him a sharp reality check. Why won't Gervonta Davis fight Shakur? Gervonta could not help but draw up a list of reasons why he would not fight Sugar. First, he roped in an excerpt from Stevenson's last fight that was against Edwin de los Santos. In that matchup, despite his win, the fighter was criticized for not being up to the mark. Gervonta aligned with those criticisms. Gervonta Davis then followed up his insult with another post in social media, which he came in with some very scathing words. Shakur remains confident that Gervonta Davis does not fight him because he is afraid of him, while he stayed strong on the claim that he was the best opponent for Gervonta. He sustained at his argument with an unexpected anecdote. Southpaw ace Shakur Stevenson firmly believes the only way he will ever get a fight with Gervonta is if Davis initiates the interests. Stevenson, the 2-division titleist and the current lightweight contender from New Jersey, said in a recent interview that the fight he wants the most is one involving Baltimore's Davis. But Stevenson, 26, also made it clear that he is not in a position to call the shots or even propose such a fight, given Davis' vastly superior commercial profile. Stevenson and Davis, moreover, are backed by rival business entities. Stevenson is promoted by Top Rank, while Davis is advised by Al Heyman of Premier Boxing Champions. Davis, 28, is arguably the biggest American boxing draw in the sport, outside of Canelo Alvarez. The Baltimore native has exclusively headlined pay-per-view cards for the last several years. Honestly, number one fight for me is Gervonta, said Shakur. Me and Gervonta is the best fight. You can name 15 other fighters, but there is one fight that truthfully needs to happen in boxing. I don't know, Stevenson said when asked why that particular fight has not been made. I can't tell you, I'm not Gervonta. At the end of the day, I'm a real fighter. I'ma tell you the truth. I'm not Gervonta. He is the big star. He is the pay-per-view star. I can't throw no offers to Gervonta. Who am I to throw an offer to the biggest star in boxing? What am I going to offer him? It don't make sense. That will have to be on their part, on their team, to want to do that. I want to do that. I would love that fight. I think that's the best fight in boxing right now, if we're speaking skill-wise. He is not gonna tell y'all that because... However, he be thinking the way that he think, but me truthfully, I think that's the best fight in boxing now, and I want to prove to the world who I truly am, Shakur Stevenson said. Former world champion wants a Gervonta Davis versus Shakur. The winner would be the GOAT. Gervonta Tank Davis has established himself as one of the biggest names in boxing over a 10-year career with world titles in 3 different weight classes. Davis was most recently in the ring against the Ghost Martin in a matchup between 2 of the sport's premier stars. But that fight was back. Count former 2 Division 1 world champion Antonio Tarver among those who want to see Davis continually testing himself against the best that the sport has to offer, with Tarver saying Gervonta needs to step back into the ring soon. I think he is the goods, Tarver told. I love seeing him fight. He is the culture right now and everyone can relate to Gervonta Davis, but I want to see him fight those big names too, because you are only as big as the person you have beat. I look at the times people say, who has he beat? At the end of the day, that's what you have got to ask to yourself. But I believe those big fights are out there, but it takes 2 to tango. We have got to get those guys willing to take those risks and fight these guys. To fight and take the chances of laying it all on the line and not being so picky about the guys you don't fight. If you are the best, you'll figure it out inside those 12 rounds. A lot of times you don't have it figured out until you step in there, but sometimes you have got to take risks, and nothing is more rewarding than the risks you take. Tarver has one particular name in mind for Davis. Another undefeated fighter who has held world title in multiple weight classes and is still in his prime. It only makes sense for Davis to eventually face Shakur Stevenson in a legendary fight, Tarver said. The big name fighters are out there, and I think we will see Gervonta Davis in the ring with the likes of the biggest names we want to see. But those guys have got to get on his level, keep winning, and eventually the cream is going to rise to the top and we are going to have a process of elimination, he said. I can see Gervonta or Shakur being the last man standing. That is a great fight, a little too soon right now, but it is definitely in the making to be one of those fights we will call a legendary night, because the winner will become an instant legend and the GOAT. Thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.